Hello students, today we are going to learn chapter number 1 sentences. In day-to-day life, every day, while talking, writing, reading, even while thinking, we use sentences. So what do you mean by sentences? A group of words which makes complete sense is a sentence. Okay. A sentence always has a verb and begins with a capital letter. Let's learn about sentences in detail. Meaning. Sentence means a group of words. There are three important characteristics of sentences. First is what? Complete thought. Second, sentence must have subject plus verb. And third characteristic is different expressions. For example, sometimes your sentence would be question, wish or command. So let's learn about complete thought. Okay, sentence means a complete thought, just we learned. See here the word blue sky is the. Okay, these are only words. Okay, group of words. It's not a sentence. Wrong it is. But if we rearrange the words and if we structure, if you form a meaningful sentence. So let's see. Rearrange the words. The sky is blue. So this sentence is meaningful. We can say this is the sentence. Okay, and in previous sentence there was no meaning. It was not conveying any meaning. Now what is the second characteristic? Subject must have sentence must have subject plus verb. Okay, for example, your mother said to you, put this book on the table. Many of the time if subject is not here, so you is considerable. Okay, for example, you put this book on the table. Your mother is saying to you. Means each and every sentence has subject and verb. If subject is not given, you should have to consider it. Okay, and many of the sentences already having subject and verb. But verb is must. Third characteristics of sentence is sentence may have different expression. Like some sentences are questions, some are wish, some are command. For example, what is your name? Okay, here what is your name? This sentence asks a question. Okay, if I say I want to go to the market, so it's my wish. If I said somebody to get me a glass of water, it's a command. Okay, so this like this different by the sentence we can express different expressions. Now let's learn about types of sentences. There are 4 types of sentences: statement, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Okay, what do you mean by statement? We can say declarative sentence also. Another one name is for declarative. Statement or declarative means we declare something. Okay, we declare fact, information, and this sentence always ends with question mark. Ends with full stop. Okay, now see interrogative. Interrogative means what? Interrogative means those sentences ask question. It's called interrogative. These sentences most of the time starts with WH family. What is the WH family? When, where, what, whose, whom. Like this question starts with WH, so it's called WH family. And this interrogative sentences ends with a question mark. Now let's learn about imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means those sentences express command, request, suggestion or wish and ends with full stop. It's called imperative sentence. Got it? What we learn about imperative sentence? Imperative sentence means those sentence comes in command also, wish, suggestion. It's a mixture of it. Yes. Now exclamatory sentence. What do you mean by exclamatory? Those sentences express feelings, sometimes strong feelings, sometimes emotions. Many of the time it expresses the happiness, otherwise sadness, greeting. It's called exclamatory and it always ends with exclamation mark. Let's solve question A. What type of sentences are these? Right statement, imperative, interrogative or exclamatory. Okay, let's solve. Shona has dancing lessons 3 times a week. This sentence declares the information, so it's a statement. When will Shana When will Sahana reach home? Okay, this sentence asks questions, so it's a interrogative. Keep the apples in the fridge. It's a suggestion, so it's a imperative. What an interesting movie that was. It expresses the feeling about movie, so it's a exclamatory sentence. I hope we play well in the match today. It's a statement. It declares the information about day and what they did. Can you name all the neighboring countries of India? This sentence ends with question mark. So this sentence is of interrogative. Is it possible to travel to Bhutan to India by train? Question mark. So this sentence is interrogative. Turn down the volume of the television. It's a suggestion. So it's an imperative. Suggestion, or you may say command. My favorite book is Wonder by R.J. Palacio. It's a statement. His wish has been declared here. Okay, what he like. 10th question. Please speak softly of your, or you will wake up the baby. This sentence is of imperative. Now question B. What is the question? Punctuate each sentence correctly. Then circle the correct word to show what kind of sentence it is. One has been done for you. Amrita is captain of the school basketball team. This sentence ends with a full stop, so it's a statement. It declares the information about the captain girl. May I come inside? Here you have to fill the punctuation. Okay, what will come? Question mark. May I come inside? Here you are asking permission, so sentence will ends with question mark, so it's a interrogative. Wow, what a pretty scarf this is. Full stop. This sentence is of exclamatory. Okay, strong feeling has told about the pretty scarf. Next question. My father enjoys gardening. Full stop. It's a statement. Information given about her father. Next question. Do not walk on the grass. It's a command. Okay, so it's a imperative sentence. Next question. Would you like to come to my house for lunch? Question mark. Okay, this sentence, would you like to come to my house for lunch? This sentence is asking question. It starts with WH family. So what it is? Interrogative. Rumana speaks 3 languages. Okay, it gives information about Rumana. So it will ends with full stop, and this is a statement. Please try to finish your work on time. It's a imperative. Okay, suggestion has been given. It's a request, you may say. So it's a imperative sentence. It will ends with full stop. Let's solve question C. Study the picture and complete the sentences with word of your choice and suitable punctuation marks. Okay, here sentences have been given. We have to fill the words and put the correct punctuation mark. Question. A little dash and a dash are staring at each other. Staring means what? Looking at each other. See, in this picture you can say one small girl is there, she is sitting there, and one tiger is here. Okay, both are staring. Staring means what? Looking at each other. A little girl and a tiger are staring at each other. Observe the picture and write the answers. Next question. What colorful shoes the girl is wearing? And exclamation mark. Okay, something surprising has been told about her shoes. So, do you think this picture was taken at a zoo or an animal sanctuary? And question mark. Okay, next one. The girl is sitting on a low wall stalk. Full stop. It's a information have been given. It's a declare fact. Next one. Wouldn't you be scared to get so close to a tiger? Question mark. Sentence starts with WH family. Okay, ends with a question mark. They are separated by a pane of glass. There is one glass. It's not an open area. What a lovely view this is. Okay, and put full stop. Here glass and view would come. Question D. Write suitable questions for these statements. See, one question has been done for you. Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. Already answer has been given, and what you have to do, you have to form a question. Here this sentence, this answer has been given about the past tense, was. So your after WH family, which to be form will come? Yes, was. Who was the first Prime Minister of India? And so your answer would be Jawaharlal Nehru. Now form a question. Mira finished the essay today. This sentence, this answer has been given about the past tense that AD shows us. Okay, so the to be form would be did. When did Mira finish the essay? And question mark. Next answer, the student of class 5th are going to Salar Jung Museum. So form a question. Where are the students of class 5th going? And question mark. Are going. Okay, so this answer, so this, what is the tense of this in this sentence given? Yes, are going means present continuous. So which form would come? To be form? Are. Yes, after WH family what will come? Are. Where are the students of class 5th going? So your answer should be this one, Salar Jung Museum. Next one, a salesperson selling vacuum cleaners rang the bell. So rang, it's a about past tense. Who rang the bell? Next one question, the children are happy because their vacations begins tomorrow. See here, are happy. Okay, are, it's about the present continuous. Why are the children happy? And question mark. Let's learn question E. Rewrite these exclamatory sentences as statements or imperative sentences. These all sentences have been given of exclamatory. Exclamatory means those sentences shows strong feelings or emotions like happiness, sadness, greetings are called exclamatory. So these sentences you have to convert or shift to statement or imperative sentence. First question, this is so unfair. Okay, so they have done the answer for you. This is very unfair. And see, in this second sentence, in previous sentence and in second sentence, what's the difference in between? Yes, sentence is same, only the, it's in second sentence it declare the like information, otherwise the fact. This is very unfair. In previous sentence some words like this is so unfair, this word so, it declares about the how the situation is, what that situation was there. Okay, and its exclamation marks, it means this sentence shows the strong feeling, otherwise emotion about it. Next question, how well you draw. Okay, form a statement or imperative sentence. You draw really well. Next one, switch the lights off. Switch off the lights please, it's a request. My goodness, what a big city Mumbai is. So answer is what? Mumbai is a very big city. It's a statement. Help, please help me, imperative. What a pleasant surprise it was. It was a very pleasant surprise. Stop it please. Next question, don't shout, exclamatory sentence. It's a please don't shout. Next question, question number 9, what a nice person. Form a statement for it. You are a nice person. Gosh, the auditorium is packed today. Form a sentence for it. The auditorium is packed today. It's surprising. Now rewrite these sentences, these questions as a statement. Already questions have been given, interrogative sentences have been given, and you have to convert it or switch it to statement. Yes, has Sana gone to school? And question mark. Okay, here question has been asked, so form a sentence for it. Sana has gone to school. Next one, is Mani enjoying his singing classes? Mani is enjoying his singing classes. What we have did it here, we have to take first subject, then auxiliary verb, then verb, and then rest sentence. It's easy. Okay, only find out the subject, and whatever auxiliary verb is there, it's started in the question, it's in the beginning, so I take it in second time. What's the formula of it? I will explain it just a minute. What is formula of it? See, subject plus auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb means what? Helping verb. Okay, and verb plus object. Object means what? Whatever rest sentence is there, it would come it here. See, for example, is Mani enjoying his singing classes? So here, what is the subject? This is Mani, so Mani will come first. Is what? It's a auxiliary verb. It helps to make the sentence meaningful. That's why it's called auxiliary verb. Enjoying is here verb, so take it here, and then rest sentence would come, his singing classes. Okay, like this only have to solve the other questions also. See here, is Mrs. Kakar a good dancer? Here, what is the subject in this sentence? Miss Kakar, so it will come it here first in the beginning. What is the auxiliary verb? Is, so take it here, is. Now verb is a here main verb, so now next one is what will come? Object, a good dancer. Okay, like this it would come. Next question, do bears hybrids in winter? So here what is the subject here? Bears. Do auxiliary verb, and here auxiliary verb, or you may say verb, both. Hybrid in winter. Next one question, should I attend the function tomorrow? What is the subject here? I. Okay, subject means what? The naming word, otherwise the person who does the work. I should attend the function tomorrow. Okay, next question, did you give Anu the message? And question mark. You did give Anu the message. Now let's learn about subject and predicate. We learned about sentences. Sentences means a group of words. Okay, each and every sentence has two parts. First is subject, second is predicate. Okay, what do you mean by subject? Subject means a name of a person or thing. And what do you mean by predicate? Predicate means it describes about the subject, and it contains verb plus sentence. Got it? Subject means the name of person, place or thing. And what do you mean by predicate? Predicate contains verb plus subject. Okay, for example, the old car moved slowly towards the gate. Second question, sentence, Seema will meet her friends tomorrow. The baby monkey ate banana. In this all sentences, subjects comes in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, subject, for example, the old car. This is the subject. This is the name of that thing. What the name of that vehicle? Car. So this is the subject. And here moved. Move is what? Verb. Okay, and this is the rest sentence. It's very easy to find out the subject and predicate from the sentence. Only you have to find out the verb, so you will get automatically subject, and from you have to take verb plus other sentence, it makes predicate. Okay, another one trick about how to find out the predicate and subject is, when first you have to find out the verb and ask the question to the verb with what and whom. Okay, you will get the subject. It's easy, but previous trick is more easy than this. Okay, subject and verb, how to find out? If you get the verb, so from that verb to till end it would be predicate, and before the verb it's a subject. To find out the subject is also easy. It's the name of person, place or thing. Second example, see, Seema will meet her friends tomorrow. Here Seema is the name of girl, so it's a subject. Here will meet her friends tomorrow. Will is auxiliary verb, meet is a verb, and this one object, means it full rest sentence is what? Predicate. Next sentence, the baby monkey ate banana. Here ate is a verb and this banana is a object. So the baby monkey, it's a subject, and this rest sentence is what? Predicate. Now question G, see it's here, match the subject to predicate to make complete sentences. Okay, this column has been given of subject and this column of predicate. You have to find out where which predicate is suitable for the each sentence. Answer key has been given here, answers are given here, you can go through it. Question H, underline the subject in these sentences. Very easy question. Okay, just now I have explained the easiest way to find out the subject and predicate. Subject means naming word and predicate means verb plus rest sentence. Okay, the ostrich can run but it cannot fly. Here ostrich is the name of bird, so it's a subject. And what it is, this one is all predicate. But what is the question? You have to underline only subject. So the ostrich, the dogs, the tiger, Sheetal, furniture, Birju and Anjali, the playful kitten, I, the animals, and the planet. Okay, these all are the names of, some are the name of person, name of animal. Yes, here also animal, birds like Birju and Anjali, students you may say. Okay, playful kitten, I, the animals, planet, these all are the naming words, so these all are subject. Now question I, add suitable predicate to these subjects to complete the sentences. Okay, they have given here subject and you have to add predicate. Predicate means what? The words describe about the noun or subject. So I have written here already subjects means predicates. So you can change it. It's not a compulsion. Whatever teacher has written, student have to write it. You may do changes. You can write with your own. My neighbor Karan is very kind and helpful. All the students are playing on the ground. Paul and Anna are best friends. The Singh family organized the party. An old tree provides shade, food, shelters to animals. Okay, you will notice it here. Whatever predicates are given, these all are described about the subject. Means they are giving the more information about the person or place. Next question, question number J. Complete the sentences with suitable subjects or predicates of your choice. Okay, in this question there are some mixing of subject and predicate. In some sentences already given subject and we have to add predicate, and in some sentences they have not given the subject, we have to add it and they given the predicate. Question, my best friend is very helpful and supportive. On Sunday we both were solving crossword puzzles. My grandmother is 77 years old. Chocolate cake is delicious. Just now I said that it's not compulsion to write same as it is whatever I have written. Okay, you may do changes over here. The movie was not very interesting. Palash's desk was neat and clean. The topic of the debate is beneficial of online learning. Madhav and Sita are good players. The cars went racing across the field. Carnation and anemones are type of flowers. Okay, now next question, question number K. What is the question? Yes. Complete these sentences with words of your choice and circle the subject of each sentence. You already learned about the subject, you have to circle it. Okay. The parrot was perched on the branch of a tree. Parrot is a name of bird, so circle it. 2 packets of biscuits are left in her bag. Biscuit is a noun, so circle it. Karate and judo are martial arts of Japanese origin. Karate and judo is the name of games. My friends gave me few books. Okay, here friends is a naming word, common noun. Okay, so circle it. Honesty and kindness are important for successful life. The herd of cattle grazed by the river. Mr. Gondkar's daughter is very good singer. Computers are used everywhere. My mother's birthday party yesterday was celebrated by my family. The zip of my bag has stuck in the cloth. Now let's learn about phrases in sentences. A phrase is a group of words. Okay, what do you mean by phrase? Phrase means group of words. It doesn't make complete sense. A phrase doesn't contain a subject and verb. Let's learn in detail. Okay, see here. For example, the girl in the park, very beautiful. This small unit of words are called phrase. Okay, first is what is the feature of this, or what is the characteristic of this phrase? It doesn't have subject and verb. Is it given here any name of the girl? No. Sita, Geeta, Nita, like this, no name has been given here. Okay, the girl, only the girl. This is the incomplete sense. Okay, it doesn't convey any meaning here. So this is the phrase. Next is what? In the park. Okay, it's an incomplete sentence. What is in the park? Not given. Okay, very beautiful. Who is beautiful? Not given. It means phrase doesn't have subject plus verb. It is only group of words, and it conveys the incomplete sense. Okay, it never convey the complete sense. When we add something here like a subject and verb, that time only we can say we will get the meaning of that sentence. Now let's solve the question about phrases. Tick the correct phrases. Tick correct the correct phrases in the brackets to complete the sentence. Okay, sentence will be incomplete without phrases. Phrases only give the meaning to the sentences. So add and complete the sentence. We would love to see you this evening or into the pond. Yes, this evening. So like this you have to add the correct phrases through here. Okay, please go through it. See, answer has been given here, like around the park, favorite shoes, brave child, poisoned apple, with great warmth, at dawn. Okay, like the mud, for next week, lots of fun, and after 15. Let's solve question H. Question M. Choose the group of words from the column and make sentences, write them below. Okay, two columns have been given here. It's a mention here: grandma, my friends, my aunt, the children. And second column is what? Do not like to play football, has a good collection of books, is an excellent cook, love to go camping. Okay, like these two columns have been given. So what we have to do? We have to match the columns and make a complete sentence, make a meaningful sentence. For example, grandma is an excellent cook. Second, my friends do not like to play football. My aunt has a good collection of books. The children love to go camping. Okay, now these are the four types of sentences. Now what we have to do? Again have to make 4 or 3 sentences. For example, grandma has a good collection of books. Grandma has a good collection of books. My friends love to go camping. My aunt is an excellent cook. The children do not like to play football. Like this, any sentences you can make sentences, but it should be meaningful. Now question N is your homework. Answers also have been given. You may go through it. Okay, it's very easy. Complete these sentences with suitable phrases from the box. Read all these phrases and you have to add it on the correct line, on the correct place. Okay, see, answers have been given here. You may go through it, but try to solve it with yourself. Now question O. Insert the phrases from the brackets and rewrite the sentences. See here. First question. Are those shoes yours? Under the table. Okay, question mark has been given here. So what is the question are? Insert the phrases. Whatever words have been given in the bracket, these are the phrases. So use these phrases in the sentence and rewrite it. Are those shoes under the table yours? And question mark. Now next question. We have decided to go for a walk in the park after breakfast. Okay, here after breakfast we have decided to go for a walk in the park. Question number 3. We won't have our music class because Mrs. Goud is unwell on Monday. So form a sentence. We won't have our music class on Monday because Mrs. Goud is unwell. Fourth one. The sandwiches are for the party. Okay, what's the sentence? The sandwiches are for the party, and in the bracket what has been given? Arranged on that tray. So form a sentence: the sandwiches arranged on that tray are for the party. Question number 5th. I ate some food so I am not hungry at my friend's house. Okay, so form a sentence: I ate some food at my friend's house so I am not hungry. Okay, what has been given here? Already some supportive phrase means sentences, words means phrases have been given here. Okay, and you have to form a sentence. Try to solve it yourself and then take the help of answer key. I didn't have enough space to keep the books in my desk. I didn't have enough space in my desk to keep the books. They promised they would be back in half an hour. So form a sentence: they promised in half an hour they would be back. The lady is my class teacher in the pink trousers. The lady in the pink trousers is my class teacher. I was playing cricket until 6 o'clock with my friends. I was playing cricket with my friends until 6 o'clock. We were in the garden until our mother called us inside all afternoon. We were in the garden all afternoon until our mother called us inside. The students asked the speakers many questions in bracket in the audience. So use this phrase and form a sentence. The students in the audience asked the speakers many questions. Last question. Margaret scored the winning goal yesterday for her team. So subject would come obviously in the beginning. Now form a sentence. The Margaret scored the winning goal for her team. Okay, so what we learn in this lesson, chapter number 1. In chapter number 1 we learn sentences, its characteristics, its types, subject and predicate, and phrases. Okay, whatever have been given in the practice book, do practice in the RB also and fill the practice book. Okay, do the practice every day without fail. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. Try to solve. Students have to try to solve some examples with yourself. Okay, and when you are not getting answer, that time you can use this answer key.